Hi guys. Hello. For those of you who don't know me, I am Dutchess. This is my channel, Dutchess Divinity. And we do lots of stuff here. This is Cornica, my beautiful little cat. But today we're going to be doing a pick a card. Now, I'm going to be super honest with you guys. So many of you tell me the reason that you like me, that you enjoy my channel, that you appreciate me, is because of my authenticity. And I've been really wanting to make a really funny drunk pick a card for you guys. I was all set up to, I had set aside a time to do so yesterday, and I really wanted to plug my merch and just have a good time. But I had a really devastating tower moment. I got some very disturbing and jarring news yesterday, and I'm feeling really heartbroken. Really heartbroken. And you know, I've been crying a lot. I've been nauseous. The nausea's finally subsided. I haven't been able to eat, but I recently have anxiety. It's something I have never dealt with until I had a really bad mushroom trip. And it's something I've been fighting with ever since. It lives in my body, and it wreaks havoc on my breath, my heartbeat, my sense of reality. It lives in my stomach and makes me super nauseous. And I guess I'm sharing all this with you guys because I just want you to understand, because so many of you comment and you're like, why don't you do more pick a cards? Do more, we want more. But I just want you guys to understand. I'm sorry, I just want to compose myself. I just want you guys to understand that I'm a human too. I'm still learning and growing and changing. I still make a lot of mistakes. And sometimes I just don't feel up to giving you guys what you need or what you want. And that's because I'm trying to figure out what the hell I need and what I want. But I did want to come on here and make a video for you guys. Cornica is so cute. Make a video for you guys who are also going through heartbreak, who are also hurting. And I want to tell you where you can find comfort, not in another person, not in drugs, not in alcohol, not in shopping. Where can you really find comfort? And I have some Orgonite for us to pick from today. For those of you who know, I like to make and sell Orgonite. This is 0-point frequency Orgonite, so it's actually perfect for what I'm going through, because it helps you to stay neutral, and it helps you to stay, you know, in that 5D energy. So I figured I'd break out a couple from this next batch we have going out. My last batch sold in 15 minutes, so thank you guys. I'm not sure when this batch will be available yet, but I will make a community post about it, and I'll also link it once I know. I'll link my Instagram and my website, and yeah, look at how beautiful this baby corn is. I love you, corn. Alright, I will show you the Orgonite. You good, Corny? So, group 1 is going to be this very pretty corn. I just gotta move you because, yeah, thank you. So group 1 is this very beautiful clear quartz orgonite with the 0-point frequency energy inside of it. It's the front and that's the back. Whoops! So that's group 1. Group 2, I tried some different things in this batch. I tried to do some without sparkles so you could really see what was going on in there. This is group 2. It's got mucoite jasper, and you can see the 0-point frequency symbol and 2 very large clear quartz points. And then I also have this amethyst and obsidian. It's a good mix of amethyst and obsidian medallion, and you can see the 0-point frequency symbol in the back, so that will be group 3. Okay, I'll hold them up all together. Group 1, group 2, group 3. I love you guys. Okay, group 1. So you chose this clear quartz orgonite. Dang, it wants to fall. Alright, so I think you will find comfort in just falling into whatever it is that is God's plan for you. Really just letting go, surrendering, and they're like, you keep trying to jump the gun, you keep trying to go too soon, and it's not time. Spirit, how can group 1 find comfort, please? How can group 1 find comfort? Okay, so the way you can find comfort to get off of social media for a while, it's not healthy for you, it's not doing you any favors right now. With the Page of Swords and the Two of Wands, as you can see, there's the world there. It makes me think of the World Wide Web, and the Page of Swords makes me think of people who are like stalking you online and keeping an eye on you. So you can definitely get off of social media for a while to bring yourself comfort. Also, if someone you love is doing something that hurts you and you just keep torturing yourself by thinking about it or checking up on them or always looking at their page but never communicating, that's really destructive for you and your mental health and your well-being. It's really bad for you. Here with the Tower card, really leaning into this heartbreak moment and understanding that it's to create a solid and true foundation, because what you had was built on a false foundation. It just makes me sick even saying it out loud because it feels so cliche. It feels like the ongoing lesson. But cliches are cliches for a reason, right? But also just not torturing yourself. Like, don't go out of your way to hurt your own feelings. Quiet down that ego and make sure that you're not just like replaying this scenario that's hurt you over and over again in your mind. Really letting go, because I can see a lot of bats and fire around here. And bats are about like letting go, knowing when to let go. And the fire just reminds me of a baptism by fire. So how do you know that this is the end or that this is so bad? This is just the beginning. And you laying there dead isn't gonna do anything for anyone. Because you can see they're like on the ground dead. You have to pick yourself back up. Something that would bring you a lot of comfort right now is spending time with children and remembering, you know, those who love you. So spending time with people who truly love you, who truly see your worth, who truly just, they can't get enough of your pure energy. And Focusing on work would be really good for you right now. Buying yourself flowers would be really good for you right now. Really taking a good hard look at who you are, what you want, how you got here, and where you're going to go from here would bring you a lot of comfort right now. What would bring Group 1 comfort, please? Okay, to understand that right now you're feeling super defensive and you're really wanting to rebel. So we have defense, bluff, and rebellion. So it's like you're feeling really defensive and you're like bluffing, you're wanting to rebel. You're like, I don't even care, fuck this, I'm just gonna go, like, say like somebody hurt you, you're like, I'm just gonna go fuck the next person I see and it's gonna be great. No, it's not. It's gonna be painful. It's gonna be not good for you or them or the person that you're trying to get over. It's just gonna create karma, and that's just an example. But whatever defensive energy you're in right now, it's a bluff. Whatever rebellion energy you're in right now, it's a bluff. And just really, you know, instead of being like, fuck feelings, like I'm a bad bitch, I don't care. Instead of being like that, be like, yeah, I'm sensitive. Yeah, I'm human. Yes, I have feelings, and I'm feeling them, you know? Anything else from this deck? Flattery. Stay away from people who are, like, too charming, but also, like, flatter yourself. Do things, like, dress in clothes that make you feel pretty, not, like, sexy, and we have independence on the bottom. So, like, I mean, if dressing sexy makes you feel good, then do that, but, like, it's more right now about your inner beauty, and it's recognizing that inner beauty, and what's gonna help you is being really independent and, like, giving yourself exactly what you were, like, looking for out of this situation that has left you heartbroken. And so these two cards are 3 and 11. These two are 3 and 11, and this one is 2. So that's telling me it's time for balance. You need to ascend with as far as whatever it goes that you're creating. Pause the video if you need to. You can ask a yes or no question. So the answer to your question is take action and be assertive. So, and then on the bottom, it is reconsider. So really think about everything, really think about the direction you're headed in, really think about what you want, and take action and be assertive to create that in your life and get yourself what it is that you want. So your totem animals are gazelle and camel, and what I just heard when I looked at them was look before you leap, and then slow and steady wins the race, which I know is connected to turtle, but that's how I feel about the camel. The camel, he's traveling under the moon, he's traveling under night, so like I said, like, don't be posting so much online, don't be sharing so much of yourself, don't be giving to those who don't deserve to be receiving from you. Just lay low. This is definitely like a dark night of the soul kind of period, and it's just so important that you take care of yourself during this time. Yeah. Pillar of light, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle, the initiation, rite of passage. You're going somewhere sacred. So it's like, this is a really dark, what did I say? It's a dark, shadow, uncomfortable time right now. But because of it, your vibration is rising. You're the light. You have to make the choice to, like, grow and change and be better from your pain and from your sorrow. And just make that choice, guys. And I know it's, like, so much easier said than done. But it is for your highest and greatest good. The rite of passage. You're going somewhere sacred. Wherever you're going, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and this light, it looks similar to this card, the light at the end of the tunnel. It's like having trust and faith, and wherever you're going, you have to leave behind the falsehoods. You have to leave behind the insecurities. You have to leave behind the sneaky behavior, you know, accepting less than your worth. Free yourself. It's time to take control back of your life. Also, you could have a unicorn spirit guide that's with you, that's wanting to help, and you just need to ask for help. So you can simply say, any and all benevolent unicorn spirit guides of my highest and greatest good, I give you permission to help me now. And also finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So if you're leveling up financially, Spirit can't allow you to take somebody with you who's going to take advantage of you, because they will just use you for all you're worth. And your power lies in self-love rather than sexual energy. I got the feeling from this group, like, remember when I said dress pretty, not sexy? So here was Siren's temptation and Aphrodite's self-love. It's like, it's just like, your power is going to lie in recognizing and understanding and knowing that you're really sexy and irresistible and that you could have any person that you want. But at the same time, it's not about that, because that leaves you feeling empty and dead inside. And it's more about, like, love, self-love. The only way you're going to feel fulfilled is, like, if you know you're hot, but, like, that's not it. You know, like, you are full of love. You're full of self-love. You're full of healing. You're full of growth, you know? God, I'm just so sad. And then this is just like a random deck of cards that I've put together from my sessions with my therapist. She would give me cards sometimes. I haven't seen her in a really long time. I only see her through Zoom. I now create a wonderful new job. I am totally open and receptive to a wonderful new position. Using my creative talents and abilities, working for and with people I love in a wonderful location, and earning good money. So for some of you, this is, yeah, it said financial issues are financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So that is your oracle card. I'm just going to say thank you to my guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Jesus Christ, and God's source for allowing me to be the channel through which these messages flow. We thank you for the truth, and we thank you for the advice. Amen, Rashi, namaste, by the power of three, and let it be always works, so it's a blessing. I love you guys. Like if you enjoyed, comment if you have something to say, subscribe if you feel like it, and I will see you sometime. This is for those of you who chose this Orgonite. Spirit, how can group 2 find comfort? How can group 2 comfort themselves from their broken heart, please, Spirit? Okay, well that's very similar to group 1. You guys might want to watch group 1. Okay, guys. So, similarly to group 1, it's really important that you stay offline right now. So we have the Page of Swords and the Two of Wands. The world in this reminds me of the World Wide Web, and then the Page of Swords, like, just reminds me of that person that's just always stalking you and saying nothing, like, on social media. Someone who's watching your every move, but not hyping you up and not putting you down, just, like, there. So it's important that you don't torture yourself. Don't be looking at all these people thinking, oh, their life is so great, they're so happy, they have everything, I have nothing. Or, you know, don't be torturing yourself if, you know, the person that you were interested in is now in a relationship and you're like torturing yourself looking at their page. Or, you know, whatever it is that you're coveting, you know, we covet what we see every day, right? In Silence of the Lambs, we want what we see every day, but we don't have. Social media makes that a lot, like, very complicated for a lot of people, because a lot of us have really beautiful things that we're just not paying attention to, because, you know, we're so focused on our black mirror, we're so focused on our screen, coveting the things we don't have, getting us in lack mindset, while they steal our information to sell to advertisers, to trigger us to use unhealthy coping skills, to just buy and try and fill a void instead of going within and filling it within ourselves. Also really looking at yourself and reflecting on, you know, not only all the good things that you've done, but reflecting on the difficult things that, you know, have, you know, maybe some choices that you've made that have gotten you in this position in the first place. Reflecting, yes, on how far you've come and how much you're doing, but where do you want to go? Could you see anything coming out of this thing that actually brought you heartbreak? And if it was like a resounding, like, yes, I saw my whole life flash before my eyes with this thing that's causing me heartbreak, then it's time to just reevaluate, because I get the feeling with you, group 2, that you manifested something in, but you manifested it halfway. Like, so if you were like trying to manifest your dream job, it's like you manifested a good job, but not your dream job. So now you're settling. Whatever it is you're feeling heartbroken about, you were settling on anyway. Another way to feel comfortable, to bring yourself comfort, is to let people come to you. Don't be reach out to those you really, really love. Like, right now, during this time of heartbreak, but don't be reaching out to, like, other people, like, hey, like, for distractions. So don't, like, say you just got broken up with, don't be reaching out to, like, 5 different guys trying to get validation. Maybe you were just sick for, like, a week, and you're like, now I have to go out and party. No, like, don't try to make it happen. The way for you to feel comfortable is to sit back and just let things come to you. Like, be open to receive. It's a divine feminine nature in you that needs healing. A way to bring comfort is to remind yourself, too, that you are an independent and sovereign being, and that the only way that something can have so much control over your heart, mind, and soul is if you allow it to, because you create your own reality. And if you create your own reality, then you created this moment for yourself here and now. So don't you think it was for a good reason? Don't you think it was to grow? Don't you think it was to level up? Don't you think it was to learn something? Don't you think it was to prepare you for the next step? You also have to close, like, a door on toxic cycles. You've been doing the same thing over and over and over again, and it's the literal definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting different results. It's not gonna work the way you're doing it. So welcome this cycle that you're closing. I'll just share something. Like, I got no sleep last night. I got like an hour of sleep, and when I woke up, my jaw was locked shut because I'm so stressed out. But while I was not sleeping, but like laying in bed, wishing I was sleeping, I was having all different kinds of pains in my body, and I was struggling. And all of a sudden, I just got washed over by this wave of calm and light and healthy energy, and it was like my higher self. I'm so sorry to be so emotional, but it's who I am today. And my higher self said, Nikki, get excited. Do you know how good this is? Every time you have a moment like this in your life, it shoots you into the next chapter, right? Shoots me down the timeline. The last time I felt like this, guys, everything got locked down. I was questioning everything. And when everything locked down, I got ghosted by someone I really liked. And it showed me every fucking thing wrong with my life, and I think that's why it was so emotional and scary and horrible when everything first locked down, because I really had to sit with myself. I had to face myself. I had to change everything. Just like all of you, you know? I'm preaching to the choir. You all know there's not a single human on this planet that wasn't affected by the lockdowns. So my higher self was like, I suddenly was flooded with excitement. And I was like, I'm so excited to see what this brings. I'm so excited to see the change that comes out of this. I'm so excited to see the growth. I'm so excited to see where I go from here. It's somewhere really, really, really healthy. Because the last time I felt like this at lockdowns, I changed my diet. I lost like about 40 pounds. I started to get more psychic. I rearranged my whole home. I conspired with a friend to open up a dance studio. And she's doing it. Like, she's the one doing it, but I'm going to be teaching there. And finally it's coming full circle. Like, the studio's going to be opening. I'm healthier than ever. I'm rearranging my house now again. I'm in another transition period. So welcoming the end of this cycle and understanding that it's allowing the wheel to turn in your favor. The timeline you were going down, the wheel was not turning in your favor. You were not manipulating the matrix. The matrix was manipulating you. So it's time to change that perspective with the Hanged Man here and understand that you're not alone. You can call on spirit. And you know what? God really is getting you through this. This is like, okay, also you can see he's like upside down. What about the crucifixion, if you believe in that? Can you imagine how the disciples felt for those 3 days that Jesus was just straight up dead? Like, it was probably horrific. Like, your whole life, not your whole life, but your whole life has been dedicated to this man, right? Your whole life has been dedicated to this Messiah. And you're praying that he says he is who he says he is. And then he just dies and leaves you behind. I can't imagine how horrific that felt. But I also can't even imagine how incredible it felt when he fucking resurrected. The I told you so's in their hearts from God and from, the higher dimensions. Change your perspective. It's not the right time. Here with the Knight of Pentacles, it is not the right time. But here with the Knight of Cups and the Two of Cups, when you figure out how to love yourself, in turn, that's when you'll be loved. So you can take comfort in knowing that this is a transformation period teaching you how to love yourself. It's leveling you up, whether you like it or not. What will bring group 2 comfort, please? Okay, so there's been a lot of secrets and hidden feelings and just kind of coming clean and being an open book about, anything you've been keeping secret, or just opening up to the people that you love and just being like, this is what's been happening and I'm needing some comfort around this. But also just take comfort in knowing that this tower moment, this heartbreak, it's revealing a lot of secrets. It's revealing a lot of truth. And it's helping you let go of control. It's helping you let go of control because you do have a control issue. And then it's like as soon as you let go of control of the situation, that's when you gain it. But by that point, you don't even want it. And then we have innovation. So thinking outside the box. Let's see. I want to get another card. Patience. Okay. Perfect. So we have patience and vision. So meditation will bring you comfort. Really going within, having patience. Like I said, this is going to take time for you to heal this wound. So being patient with yourself, being loving with yourself, giving yourself the time that you need, and just thinking differently. Think differently. Changing that perspective. Pause the video if you need to. You can ask a yes or no question. So your answer is there's something better. There's something better than what it is you're asking about. There's something better. I want to pull one more just to clarify. Remain positive. That's all they're giving us. Remain positive. There's something better. And on the bottom, we do have no. We do have no. Wait. Okay. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So this is really calling on you to have faith and to trust in the journey and the path that you're on, and to really hold compassion for yourself. And then we also have keepers of the earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Like I said, you're never alone. And if you're needing grounding and comfort, you can go outside, get in the water, get in the grass, heal yourself with the elements and the planet. Okay, so the love angel says, calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help to bring you together. And then we also have flirt, extend your lighthearted energies to others. So like, don't be afraid to start going out on dates. Don't be afraid to like really start calling in what it is that you want. What do you deserve? What do you demand? Like, what do you demand in a person? What do you demand in a relationship, friendship, family, whatever? What do you need? Call it in. Tell the universe. And also, it's time to start dating. If you're not dating. Where does your power lie? Your power lies in trusting in the magic of new beginnings. So, trusting in the magic that whenever one door closes, two more open. So, let's close this door, right? Justice, Mott. Let's close this door. And let's recognize that you're a magical sovereign being who created this reality for yourself, and that you can always start new. You can always start new. And then, where's the last one? The last cards? Oh, totem animals. And totem animal. Totem animal for group 2. Camel. So this is definitely a dark night of the soul. It's also like fire and water combined. Also, he's traveling under nightfall. So just because it's dark right now doesn't mean the sun's not going to come up. Okay, drink plenty of water, and also trust your path. Trust your journey. Trust that everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to. And everything's going to be okay. Everything is going to be more than okay. Alright guys, I'm just going to say thank you. Well, this one more. Moth. Make sure you're focusing on the correct things. Make sure you're focusing your energy on things that are really important to you. And baths. Taking a bath, swimming in water, baptism. These will all be helpful things. And so I'm just going to say thank you. Thank you to my guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Jesus Christ, and God's source for allowing me to be the channel through which these messages flow. We thank you for the truth, and we thank you for the advice. I'm in Raashe Namaste. By the power of 3, so let it be. It always works, always a blessing. Alright guys, I love you. I'll see you again sometime, hopefully. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you feel like it, comment if you have something to say. I love you very much. And good luck with your heartbreak. I'll be praying for you. And I hope you'll be praying for me too. Hey group 2, I forgot to pull you a card from this deck, so I'm coming in later. This is a deck that I've put together from random cards that my therapist used to give me when I used to go in and see her. So let's see what you get. I deserve the best and I accept the best now. I am mentally and emotionally equipped to enjoy a prosperous and loving life. It is my birthright to deserve all good. I claim my good. So I'm just going to say thank you. Thank you to my guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Jesus Christ, and God's source for allowing me to be the channel through which these messages flow. We thank you for the truth and we thank you for the advice. I'm a Raashe Namaste. By the power of 3, so let it be. It always works, always a blessing. Alright guys, I love you. I'll see you again sometime, hopefully. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you feel like it, comment if you have something to say. I love you very much, and good luck with your heartbreak. I'll be praying for you, and I hope you'll be praying for me too. Hello group 3, this is for all those of you who chose the Amethyst Orgonite. God, how can group 3 comfort themselves right now? Haha, that jumped out and then flipped back in, so I didn't take it, and then it jumped back out. Okay, so how you can comfort yourself right now, group 3, is like, allow yourself to be sad, allow yourself to be hurt, let the tears up, let up the pain, don't hold it in, let it up to let it out, and let it go. Here with the 5 of Pentacles, you know, you're really hurting right now, and it's okay to be hurting, and it's important that you just let those emotions flow out of you freely and disperse back out into the world and into the universe to be recycled into healthier emotions. Not to say that feeling sad isn't healthy, it's just really, really uncomfortable. So really just accept that sadness and like lean in it, but don't sit in it, and then just keep it moving. Get ready and go. And these people are right outside of Sanctuary. If they just stopped, can you imagine if they just sat there and didn't move and go into the church? This situation is to make it so you move. Right now you've been sitting out in the snow instead of getting in the church. Why are you doing that to yourself? Why are you punishing yourself? Why are you hurting yourself like that? You have to stand up and get a move on and get into the church. Lean on God. Lean on Spirit. Times are changing. Also take comfort in knowing that the wheel is turning in your favor with the Wheel of Fortune and the 10 of Pentacles. It's like where you are going in the financial and in the kind of commitments that you're going to be making financially in the future. Like maybe you're trying to get a house, maybe you're planning to travel the world, maybe you're trying to start a business, a nonprofit, whatever. Like whatever you're trying to do, the wheel is turning in your favor, and not everybody and everything can be a part of that. So whatever you're feeling heartbreak about, it's just like, take comfort in knowing, like, yes, you should acknowledge this and it's going to be okay. But also take comfort in knowing, like, where you're going is so incredibly powerful and special that you can't take everybody with you. You can't take your McDonald's job with you. You can't, you know what I mean? You can't take your fuck buddy with you. Whatever it is too valuable and too important, and whatever is causing you heartbreak, would kind of ruin it. Not to say that like that fuck buddy can't level up to like a fucking partner, or you know, whatever. People can always change. People can always choose to change and grow. But where they're, these situations, people, places, and things, where they're at right now, it's not on the level that you're moving up towards. So here with the 9 of Wands, be vigilant and protect yourself, but also like lean on other people for comfort. So I feel like you're this guy who got bumped in the head and you're like so used to like fighting for yourself and like being alone and never asking for help, and then it's like this bigger, stronger, less beat up guy comes to meet you and he's like, I got you, we're gonna defend this together. And you're looking at him like you don't trust him, but he doesn't even care. He's like, I got you, you're not alone. So this could be talking about God, your spirit guides, your higher self. This could be talking about a lot of things. It could be talking about a very good friend. It could be talking about family. But you don't have to do it alone. You can ask for help. You can reach out. And also, you're not alone. You can ask your guides. Say, please help me stay. Help me move through this heartache. Please help me heal this heartache. Please give me the signs and synchronicities to heal myself, you know? And then here with the Ace of Swords, it's like, the Ace of Swords, I strongly feel as though you need to start learning. Like there's something you need to be learning about here with the Ace of Swords. And we do have the Falcon, and you can see he has a blinder on. So like your blinder had to be removed. You had a blinder on, like with whatever was causing you heartache and heartbreak. There was a blinder on and a literal like chain around this guy's neck and like chains around his feet. And he's just like stuck in this person's hand who's holding the leash that's connected to his chains, and this sword is down in the ground, and it's like, no, you want to be free, you want to fly, you want to let go. This is a blessing. This is a blessing because the situation that you were in had you fucking blinded and shackled, a literal slave to this situation. So even if it's like mental health, like a slave to your negative self-talk, or just like a relative that talks to you or treats you like shit, whatever, take comfort in knowing that your shackles are being released. This is a gift. This is a gift. How can group 3 take comfort? How can group 3 take comfort right now? Appreciation. Beautiful. Generosity, and harmony, and eccentricity. So like, okay, so with appreciation and generosity, like I said, be thankful for this. This is a gift from Spirit, and I know it doesn't feel like it. Trust me, I know it doesn't feel like it, but this is a gift, and this is a level up. This is a gift to yourself from yourself. And oh, these are 2 Leo cards, and they both are the number 5. So it's like, this is actually God being like, you're welcome, generosity. Like God's like, you're welcome. This is going to take you somewhere really, really, really beautiful. But also just being generous and open with your thanks. So like, before you eat your food, thank you, animal that I'm eating, or like, thank you, God, for this food that you've blessed me with. Before you, literally anything, like, you stop at you get stuck behind a slow driver, and then you see there was like an accident in front of you. That accident could have been you. Thank you, God. You know, just saying thank you about literally everything. Thank you, I have glasses. If I didn't have glasses, I couldn't see. Thank you, I have this big jug of water. Some people have this much water for the whole day. I get to refill it as many times as I want, which doesn't seem fair, but I'm still going to say thank you for it. And just give that to you, God, because I can't change anything about the water situations on this planet. And eccentricity and harmony. So really just like being yourself and letting your freak flag fly and just doing whatever the fuck you want. So like if you were with someone that was like, you can't wear that, or you can't post that, or you can't do that, guess what you're doing now? You're wearing and posting and doing everything they said not to. So, yeah, just really being eccentric and letting yourself be yourself, really just moving through the emotions, whatever that looks like. If that looks like 1 minute you're laughing and the next minute you're crying and the next minute like you're mad, whatever it is, just be it. Just be yourself. Don't be afraid to be open and loud and like having a big personality. If you had a job that was like, you can't dye your hair blue, fucking what are you gonna do now that if you lost your job and you're feeling heartache over it? Fucking dye your hair blue, you know? And then we also have harmony. This will bring you into a state of harmony by just really allowing your like freaky weird energy to come out, and also just being in harmony with like being at that 0 point frequency with like, guys, I have to say too, like these Orgonite are like so powerful. Before I came on this video I was like like ugly crying, like and since I've been sitting with these I feel so neutral. I'm gonna gift myself one from this batch because I deserve it. But so yeah, just like being like right, appreciation, like a bird flies by, right, like she's just playing guitar and a bird flies by and like being like, whoa, a bird, like that's so beautiful. Or even sometimes I'll just be driving and like the street lights will just look so fucking magnificent and I'm like, wow, like what a beautiful time to be alive. Just really being in harmony is gonna bring you comfort. A totem animal for you is dolphin. It's about playing and having fun and rolling with the punches, and also recognizing that like being a human is not it. That's not all you ever are and all you ever were. There's so much more. We're like Horton Hears a Who. There's so much more outside of this reality that we're living in. It's up to you to tap into that energy though. It's up to you to give yourself the gift of tapping into that energy. Just really letting go and giving it to God and smiling and having fun and moving on. It's time to move on. It's time to move on. Pause the video if you need to. You can ask one yes or no question. Big happy changes, but you're in a recovery period right now, so trust that recovery, but also trust that you're not alone. You're being worked on and you're being healed. And then we have the situation will improve and success, okay? And then we also have compromise. Okay, interesting. Okay, so a way you can find comfort, especially in love, is not accepting anything less than what you're worth. So we have unrequited love and then we have wedding. If you're out here trying to get married, you don't entertain the fuckboy that's just trying to hit it and quit it. If you're out here trying to make a multi-million-dollar company, you don't settle for the assistant manager position at Wendy's. Not sound rude. I feel like I'm harping on the fucking the fast food right now. It's no offense, guys, no offense. But like it's about like, you know how they say dress for the job you want, not the job you have. That's a manifestation thing. It's about like walking the walk and talking the talk and not settling for anything less than what it is that you deserve. And then we also have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So something about work is holding you back or kind of preventing you from what it is that you want. So there could be like conflicting aspects of you. So like, I know for me, men don't always take me seriously because I'm like the 18 plus tarot reader who's pole dancing and like gonna be a pole teacher, which that's on them. Like if you don't see value in me, if you don't see my worth, and if you don't take me seriously, if you wouldn't want to take me home to your mom because of that, then like that's on them. But also I'm here in a situation where I'm like, okay, like if I want to level up, I'm older now, guys. I just turned 29. Like if I maybe there's some things I need to change too. Maybe it's not an 18 plus reading every time. Maybe it's I wear a little bit more clothes when I'm on the pole. Whatever it is that makes me feel comfortable and more like marriage material, then that's what I do. And it's like the same thing with you, you know? Whatever it is that makes you feel comfortable and makes you feel like you're going to be closer to your goals is what you need to focus on. And I'm also just noticing that the dolphins are here on this one as well. So really call upon dolphins right now. The Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits and soul tribe. I feel strongly that your right when I was about to say that. I feel strongly that your star family is deeply wanting to connect with you right now. The Great Gathering, it's all coming together. Like your spirits, your aliens specifically, are really trying to connect with you. And here with the Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity, it's never easy, right? It's never easy to be bringing in the new earth. It's never easy to be a star seed in a human's clothing. It's just not easy. None of it is easy. None of it is... But we didn't come here for it to be easy. We came here to change the world, right? Because the world's a really ugly place right now. And we have to fix that. So take comfort in knowing it's not just you. You're not the only one struggling with being a human. You're not the only one struggling with life lesson after life lesson after life lesson. We're all going through it. We're going through it collectively. And we're going through it to break the chains. Break the chains, ancestral patterns, healing and rewriting the future. We are literally creating a new earth. And that shit's hard, guys. That shit's hard. And it's painful. And it's really hard to be a human while you're doing it, while everyone thinks you're crazy. But we're breaking the chains. So where does their power lie? Your power lies in understanding and knowing your purpose and understanding that you came here to ascend. You came here to be better. You came here to grow. You came here to change, okay? You didn't come here to be watered down. You didn't come here to work a 9-to-5 that treats you like shit. You didn't come here to be somebody's fucking sex doll, like plaything whenever they feel like. You came here to change your soul. You came here to change this planet on a cellular level. Take comfort in understanding your ascension and stand in your purpose. And then this is a bag of cards from my therapist. When I used to actually get to go see her before everything locked down, she would sometimes give me cards to take home. So funny, all three of them are green, so we're all coming out of that heart chakra place. It says, I am at peace. Divine peace and harmony surround me and dwell in me. I feel tolerance, compassion, and love for all people, myself included. I think this one was my group. Okay, I'm gonna say thank you. Thank you to my guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Jesus Christ, and God's source, for being the channel through which these messages flow, for allowing me to be the channel through which these messages flow. We thank you for the truth, and we thank you for the advice. Amen, Rashi, Namaste. By the power of three, Samadhi, P always works, so it is a blessing. Thank you guys so much. Like if you enjoyed it, comment if you have something to say, and share if you feel like it, subscribe if you feel like it. But I'm just gonna go ahead and say a prayer now for anybody who'd like to join me. I have each of the Orgonite pieces in my hand, and I'm just gonna pray because I need it, and maybe you need it too. God, I come to you humbly now, with so much sadness in my heart, so much pain, so much hurt, feeling so disrespected, so betrayed, so lied to, feeling like I'm not enough, feeling like things will never get better or work out, scared, alone, and lost. I pray to you, God, to fill me with your light and fill me with your love, and anyone listening to this prayer. Fill us with hope and joy. Help us to see the sun through the rain clouds. Help us to see the rainbow at the end of the storm. Help us to know everything is going to be okay and that it's all part of your plan. But please help us navigate and move through these really difficult emotions. I'm called to tell you guys of a story. The last time I spent years and years in the system, going inpatient and outpatient, going through so much therapy. And my last inpatient that I will ever have, I was so ready to give up. I was so done. And a woman said that to me. She said, what if right when you're about to give up, what if right when you're about to kill yourself and give up, you're about to be out of the storm? She was like, it's always darkest before the end of the storm. And here I am today. That was the end of my entrapment in the system. And now I have a happy life and a happy career. So I guess this is just, the dark at the end of the storm before the rainbow. And I'm hearing that song, every storm runs out of rain. Every dark night turns into day. It's gonna be okay. So God, I just ask please that you help keep us at 0 point frequency, help us move through these emotions, and please divinely place people, places, and things in our life to aid in our healing, and to aid in this lesson that we're moving through the most gentle and comfortable way. Amen. Ra'ashe namaste. By the power of 3, so mote it be, always works, always a blessing. Amen. Thank you guys if you joined me for that prayer, and feel free to leave your prayers below, and we will all take care of them with you. I love you. Let's be kind to each other. Let's take care of each other. Let's support each other on this platform. And let's heal each other, okay? I love you guys. I will see you soon. Bye.